Welcome to the Goof and Goober Show. You decide who's the goof and who's the goober. Join Matthew and Regan as they talk all things from their own personal life questions to reviews on movies and TV shows. Now, your hosts, Regan and Matthew. There we are with the best intro in the biz. If you're not listening to it live, you're not getting the full intro, and boy, does it get good in the live.
It's
When
so
we're live,
good.
oh my word, it doesn't get any better.
Doesn't hurt my ears for one bit. Doesn't hurt my ears, not loud and staticky.
It's just perfect the way it is, and it doesn't cut in and out. It's just pure, just
so good. So
blends
good.
in with your ears, and that's what I'm talking about. Guys, welcome to the show. We are on episode 20. Can you believe it? We're in this 20 episodes. Like, we have really made it, I guess you could say, because most podcasts die after how many episodes?
I don't know. I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, can you look that up while I kind of get this intro going? Because I'd like to know that, because that's a good accomplishment, I'd say. Episode 20 for us boys. But guys,
most podcasters quit after the first 3 episodes.
we've for sure have gone past that, and we're in this for the long haul, guys. So if you are liking what you're hearing, if you are listening and you're like, man, these guys, they have no idea what they're talking about, guys, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for us. At least
let us know we're being idiots.
Well, we know we're being idiots most of the time.
Yeah, sure.
But we just, I don't know. We just like hearing you guys. We like to have a little feedback, how we could do better and everything. But guys, I appreciate you coming in, listening. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, leave us a review if you're listening on Spotify or Google Play. I think that's what it is. I don't usually use Google. I mean, what is your main well, before we go any further right now, let me introduce to you guys on the podcast the man who is single-handedly taken my life at least 3 times in the lives of my future children. Multiple times he's hit me in the balls multiple times. Matthew Leathers, welcome to the show. How are you?
Doing good, and I'll just emphasize is a little nut tap it ain't gonna kill very many kids.
Yeah, but if you throw a football right at your nuts, that should probably do it. It
does a pretty good job. So I do this thing where
he does it only to me.
I start my throwing rotation and I like reach up really high, but then I angle my wrist down as I throw. And so it's basically a mind jerker. Is that he thinks it's going to be a high ball, and then it just dips on.
It goes completely.
It dips right into the old nutsackies.
It hurts so fucking bad, and it's happened more than once, I will say. So
when was the last time it happened, though? It's been years.
That's true. It has been years. You tried to do it this weekend when we were hanging out, but
I tried and failed. He was really catching on.
Not happen. I've really caught on over the years after it happened at least 5 or 6 times. So, huge accomplishment, like we said, is that we hit 20 episodes, and most podcasts die after the first 3. So we are here to celebrate. So guys, let's get the cheering on here for us. Congrats. That's all of you guys. You guys been paying for it. You guys been here for it. It's through your donor payments that you've made over the past few months that we can keep this show going. You can support us if you go to our Instagram page. All right, hey, guys, I'm saying something.
Shut up back there!
Thank you.
We're trying to talk.
Oh gosh, man, some of these
Sorry.
people.
Go ahead, Regan.
Thank you, Matthew. Guys, you can support us if you want to buy in some of our merch. If you go onto our Instagram account, we got to get better at posting that. We should have had a Instagram or a social media manager here, but she is kind of out with a child. She had a child, right, Matthew? Is that right? Am I right on that?
I think it's called having a child. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have made her work, but apparently there's like she got her lawyer involved, and I couldn't say anything. I didn't want to say anything, so I was like,
she's
okay,
horrible.
whatever. Right. But if you guys really do want to support us, go on our Instagram. We have a link tree, and in there you can just buy some merch. And we try to make those as cheap as possible. We might have to switch our vendor just because the vendor is kind of charging a lot for them, but they're good quality. I'd say they're good quality sweatshirts, really good quality sweatshirts. But the sizing, you might, if your regular sizing, you might have to go up a size. Would you agree, Matthew?
Yeah, they I bought a 2X and it was like a women's 2X.
Yeah.
So I had to give it to my wife, but I had to buy. I had to be more specific with what I bought. But
yeah. Well, you should get
you
one
don't even
that
have
actually
to
fits
buy
now.
anything to support us. You don't even have to buy anything. You know
That's
what you
true.
could do? You could just follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, all at the Goof and Goober Show.
That is right.
That's where most of our information comes from anyway. You get to see what we post.
We do. We do post we do stories. We do stories.
Yes.
We should get better at our social media managers should be posting some stuff here soon. Hopefully. I'll you want to reach out to her?
Yeah, I'll reach out to her. Make sure she's on board.
Just make sure she's okay and that she's giving her content for us, giving her content from us, I should say. Anyways, so guys, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. But we're gonna get into a new show that we're gonna talk about, kind of a not very many people know about this show, and Matthew heard about it a while back ago and then finally decided to watch it this weekend, and he loved it. But before we get into all of that, I want to talk about a new event that we're going to be pulling on here. And it's been coming to our attention lately because there's a lot of people that have been kind of asking us. They've been asking us to, they want in. They want in on the podcast of the Goof and Goober Show, right? And we got a phone call from a guy this week, and he wants in, and he wants to dive in deep, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but he's not the first one. I've got plenty of people that's come up to me and have messaged me. I haven't received a phone call, so that was the first time. I don't know about you, Matthew. Was that your first time getting a phone call?
I got another phone call, but yeah. So we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. So I'm just going to say this right now is that I think either this week or the week next, we're going to do a slideshow. Well, what do you think we should do about this? I don't know. This is kind of just off the top of my head.
A live interview. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that.
I like it.
A full episode of just interviews.
Yep.
Of just the people that have asked us and are serious about it. Yep. They come on the podcast. We ask them the questions, and they ask us any questions that they have, like a normal interview, okay? and then we'll have our social media manager post on our socials about this is what we'll do. Matthew, this is what we're going to do, okay?
Okay. I'm listening.
We're going to leave it up to you guys to who, if there's a third person or not. Okay. That comes on the show and is a part of it. Because Matthew and I, we love having fun. Don't get us wrong. We love it, and we love sharing the fun. That's one thing about us too, is that we love sharing the fun.
It's so fun. Some call us the life of the party. Let's just say that.
Let's say we were at a bachelor party, and yeah, we kind of got crazy.
Yeah. Let's just say we were the light of the party.
Let's just say we went for a swim. Anyways. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and our social media manager is gonna be posting that. So just be on the lookout for that in this upcoming week or so. We'll have to do that either next week or the week next. So you'll have to be ready for that. We might have to do that next show.
Or we have an extra show one week.
Should we do an extra show this week?
Not
what
this
if we
week,
do
but
an extra show at Jesse's?
Thursday night?
Thursday
in person?
At the hotel? Or
yeah,
I don't know. Guys, we'll just be on the
it.
lookout. We'll let you guys know through the socials. So make sure you go follow us on that, so you get all the updates, what's going on in the Goof and Goober life. But that being said, we are going to get into the nit and gritty of this right now, guys. We're going to get into a show that we like to call Jury Duty. If you guys haven't heard about Jury Duty, I'm going to give you a little synopsis of what they say it, and then I'm going to explain it myself to make it make sense if this doesn't make sense to you. So it follows the workings of an American jury trial through the eyes of Ronald Gladden, a juror who is unaware the entire case is fake. Everyone except him is an actor, and everything that happens is carefully planned. So this is a show about one man that they focus on, that they chose specifically for this. So this man named Ronald is the main character, and they basically hire everyone to be actors, and plots are made basically around him. It's kind of like what's that one movie with Jim Carrey?
Oh
Truman.
my gosh!
Truman
Show. The Truman Show.
It's like the Truman Show, basically, and boy, is it good! Boy, is it good! Let me give you the cast here. You have James Marsden, who plays himself in this, but a version of himself that is not necessarily himself. Alan, and these are like all like not necessarily known actors, so they're all like kind of unknown. You got Alan Barnholt, Susan Berger, Cassandra Blair, David Brown, Kirk Fox, Ross Kimball, Pramod Kumar, Trisha Lafashi, Miki Leeper, Eddie Monica, Gary O'Neill, Rashida Oloyawala, Whitney Rice, Mariah Russell, Ishmael Sahid, Ben Seward. That's a weird last name. Ron Song. First off, let me just say, if you guys, this is this is an 8-episode series that just came out in April of 2023, and right from the get-go, episode 1, it's a hook. I mean, it's not necessarily an action movie. This is a comedy TV series. If you watched The Office, it's by the same people who made The Office. So if you kind of pay attention to what they have, and what they do in that, it kind of has that same similar vibe. Kind of the screenshots and how they pan to different things. And I like that. I like that a lot. And Matthew, so I suggested this whole TV series to Matthew like a month ago. And what does Matthew say? Nothing. He doesn't even try. He doesn't even want to try it. So, at least when he suggests something for me, I at least try it once. I at least give it a shot. Maybe a couple.
No.
Maybe I gave yours 20 minutes. I gave it 20 minutes.
No, 20 minutes is not the right. I watched 20 minutes of it and got bored.
No, you did not.
Yes,
you did not. You were
you
were hooked right from the get-go. You were hooked. Don't even give me that.
I hated it.
You're a liar and you know it. And Matthew loved it. We got into it on, what was it, Saturday night? Saturday night, and
with the
Matthew
boys.
Then went home and finished all 8 episodes. He started. You guys watch all the first 3 episodes, right?
First 3 episodes.
Yeah,
yep.
And then you watched the last 5 when you got home. Well, you'll probably rewatch the first 3 with your wife. Or did
she thought it was stupid? So no, I didn't.
Oh my!
I just finished it by myself. She's got no sense of humor. She doesn't.
Oh my word! What kind of things? What kind
she
of
doesn't
things
have
does she
any
find
sense of humor.
Funny? What kind of things would she say?
Finds. What does she find funny? She finds The Hangover funny.
Like all.
That's a funny movie.
All 3
of them.
One? Or
the
just the first one?
But that's because she watched it when she was younger.
Okay, I think everyone finds that one funny.
She never. See, there's TV shows that I'll sit there and bust out laughing. I've never heard her just sit there. Oh, baby. Never.
Oh, yeah.
Never. Even if it's a funny movie.
That's just how it is, man. Oh, I forgot to turn this on.
Yeah. But Jury Duty, it's a fantastic show. It is so funny. One of my favorite characters of the entire show was the redheaded kid who Todd. His name was Todd.
Oh, and that is
he's a transhuman activist. It's his character. He's a transhuman activist. And he just creates all these different technology things. And he's just I'm telling you, I was saying this after the first episode. This guy needs to land a big comedian deal. Because he is so funny. He fits the role. He reminds me of the guy who plays Napoleon Dynamite. I don't remember the guy's name.
No one, but that's the thing about Napoleon Dynamite. Nobody actually knows who he is. They just know him from Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
I mean,
or
Blades of Glory, but Blades of Glory, he's actually playing Napoleon Dynamite in Blades of Glory. It feels, and even Benchwarmers, he only plays the one character. And that's the main thing that's wrong with that actor, is that he's only got that one side that everybody likes. There's not a vast difference.
Well, this guy needs to get big from this, even if it's just him.
I agree. I mean, it's like
character.
I mean, you think of Rainn Wilson. Rainn Wilson he's only going to be remembered as Dwight Schrute from The Office, but the thing is that Dwight ran for how many episodes? Seasons, 13.
Yeah,
11,
something like that.
A lot. I mean, there was a lot of seasons that he got in and everybody knew who he was, and so it took a while. But with what Napoleon Dynamite is only one movie, and nobody got to really actually get to know him, and it didn't actually last. I mean, it was just a phase. It was just a fad. It was only a couple of years that you get. That's the things with movies, is that if it's a good movie, you're going to remember it probably for 1, 2, maybe 3 years. But then if it's a series, then you got multiple years, and then even after that, for years to come. It's even Friends, the people in Friends probably wouldn't be as famous. Like Jennifer Aniston wouldn't probably be as famous as she was if it wasn't for Friends. And so because of that, I mean, I can't even think of a good movie that she's been in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, what movie?
Jennifer Aniston's a great actress.
Well, I'm not saying she's not a great actress, but I'm
Just
trying
go
to
with it.
I don't even know what that is.
It's with Adam Sandler.
Or are you talking about that new one with Adam Sandler?
Horrible Boss. She also plays in We're the Millers.
What?
She plays in Bruce
What's
Almighty.
What's the one that they're in with the Netflix? That's actually with Adam Sandler. I actually like that one.
Murder Mystery.
Yeah, Murder Mystery. It's easy,
dude. She's in so many movies.
I'm not saying she's a bad movie, but I can't. I guess that was Friends and
Along Came
Murder
Polly.
Mystery.
That's a great movie. Marley and Me. Yeah, that is a.
I can't even think about those ones, dude. Can't even think.
I'm
about
just
them.
pulling it up. I mean, like, shoot.
Tell me about
We're the Millers is a funny one.
I can't even.
You ever seen We're the Millers?
No.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I'm serious.
You are uncultured. You are uncultured.
Why am I uncultured? Because I haven't seen just one.
Do you know
movie.
who Will Poulter is?
Not off the top of my.
Yeah, he's the guy who played Adam Warlock in Guardians 3. That's where this guy basically got his claim to fame.
Will Poulter.
Wait, you guys are getting paid? Yes, it's a hilarious movie.
Oh, that's right. He has been in that. I do remember. Yep.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of big stuff and a lot of good stuff.
There he is. He was in Narnia, the Chronicles of
Narnia, baby. Yeah, man.
He was in.
Yeah, I hated that kid in Narnia.
I don't think I saw him in. I guess I didn't see the second one of Narnia, but I mean that's besides the point. Right now we're talking about the main show, Jury Duty.
Oh yes, but to finalize my point is that this guy definitely deserves a big. That
part
guy was hilarious.
Well,
even just a side character.
I think yes, but like some of the characters take more of a role, like Noah or Mekki Leaper.
Well, because I'm pretty sure Noah was an executive producer.
No way.
Yeah, pretty sure he was.
He was not, was he?
Yep, I'm pretty sure he was.
Creators lead Gene Supreme. I don't think so.
Yeah, he was like on the back end.
No, he was not.
Yes, he was. They say it in the movie or in the show at the end.
No, well, that's okay. So we can get into the end
because he helped create the script, and in the script, he said that he wanted to say something about being racist, and they told him that they can't do that, so they cut it out. And the only reason he got to say that he was racist was because
he went with it.
He went with it.
That was the craziest part, dude. That was one of the craziest parts that I thought was like they were able to like just take all these scenarios that Ronald and it's all based around Ronald and the decisions he was going to make. I mean, they could really kind of try to force him, like let's take at the beginning. Where all like these jurors are the juror selection process and all these actors are coming in to see if they're going to be a juror in this trial. So they're in this room, and to get Ronald to sit in the specific spot that they wanted to sit him, they just made these like 3 or 4 seats open, and then try to make like the rooms like kind of filled up.
They thought about everything.
Yeah, and it's like, but like they're like Ronald could have screwed things over if he didn't sit at those spots. So they really left it up to Ronald, but they also like they tried to make it so that like, hey, we got to do something about this. So like, I don't know, like I would have. I mean, there's so much that is just so funny because I just like, man, what would I do in this situation? Because it's just like you're bringing a normal guy into this, and that's why I think so many people love this because it's just so relatable. Because Ronald's just a normal guy that you just want to relate with, and you just like, yeah, these guys are a bunch of idiots. And I don't know, like I loved it, especially at the end where you find out and they finally like tell him about it, because in some ways you feel bad that they're like putting him through this whole thing, because like there's one scene where he had to take the fall for something. I don't know if I'll tell you. We're gonna go through spoiler. We're doing spoilers right now here, guys. So if you haven't seen this, guys, go back and watch it if you want to. But if you want to spoil yourself, go ahead, treat yourself. Anyway, so there's this scene where he's hanging out with James Marsden, and they're going through the lines with, because James has this big role that he's trying to get, and James asked Ronald to be like help him out with this, and Ronald had to go do like help Noah basically talk to Jeannie about just like getting it on basically. And while they were gone, they like planted this big turd in the toilet, and James told is pleading with Ronald to take the fall because it won't flush, and they had to call the plumber to get it down. And he's like, dude, you got to take the fall for me because if they find, like, if the public or if the media finds out, dude, I'm screwed, man. Help me. And he's such a sweet guy to take. He's like, yeah. And the plumber guy comes in and he's like, man, was that you? Like, and James like, yeah, that was him. And like, and oh man, Ronald is he's just this true trooper. Like, you're like, yeah, I guess I'll just do it.
My thing is throughout the whole show, I would be thinking to myself, how does all of this crazy crap happen in 1 week? You know, like,
right?
Like, what? I think the funniest part in the whole show, in my opinion, is when when the producers know that Ron heard something or said something, and then when they're in the courtroom, they're like, "So did you hear anything about this?" And he's like, "Nope, nope." So, like, for an example, one of the guys, his name was Tim. He everybody was like, he was such a nice guy, blah blah blah, and they cut to the interview with everybody in it, and every single person except Ron had a origami figure, and they were all like, yeah, he gave me this before he left. He was such a nice guy. And then they cut to a scene that happened like 10 minutes earlier that Tim was leaving. He was leaving the deliberation room, and he just like whispers to Ron, "Oh, I gotta go rub one out real quick." You gotta go rub one out real quick. And then fast forward 10 minutes, they were like saying good things about Tim, and the producer's like, "What about you, Ron? What have you heard about Tim?" And,
They did that. The things they did to got away with it.
And Ron's just like, they were like, "So
not even
what kind of interactions did you have with them?" "Oh, nothing, just in passing and saying, hey, goodbye." Anything else? Anything else? You sure? Nothing else? Gotta go rub one out real quick.
Writing in that had to be so like, what if we just made a character that everybody loved, and then except one guy, like he heard one thing about him, and that was all he heard or knew about him.
And that was
That was it. We asked him what he actually thought about this character. That would be. I mean, it's. Oh my gosh. I mean, those funny parts are great. And we can talk and love about the show, about why. I mean, right off the get-go with just Ron and Todd, you got James, Noah,
Jeannie.
Jeannie. And the fact that Jeannie, what is it called? With that the Mormons do.
Oh, they call it soaking.
Soaking. Oh my god! They made like a video. If you don't know, okay, so you want me to explain? Why don't you explain? You explain it.
Okay, so soaking is in the Mormon church and in church, obviously not having sex is a big thing, premarital sex.
Mm-hmm.
So they do what's called soaking, and basically what they do is they just stick their wiener in, and the person.
It's obviously people, they are actually having sex. Just
they are, but they think they're not, because what they do is they have somebody else either like shake the bed. So technically it's going in and out, but it's not caused by those two. It's caused by somebody else. Or they jump on the bed. They jump on the bed. So the premise in the show was that Jeannie and what was his name?
Ben, what's his name? Todd or Noah?
Todd, Ben.
James.
Noah. That them two were soaking, and Noah needed somebody to jump on the bed for them, and Ronald wouldn't jump on the bed.
Ask Ronald to jump on the bed, and then James
and James is like, "Yeah, sure, yeah, I'll do it for you, brother." And then they cut to this video where it's clear, it's fake, clearly.
Yeah,
but they're just like, little jumps, little jumps, no, little jumps, bigger jumps. And the girl's like, no, bigger jumps, James, no, little jumps, no. So
I mean, this is just like the epitome of like Matthew and I's humor too, because like this is hilarious. What we just love, like pretending like we're in this whole different universe and we're different people, and we're bringing somebody else into our universe, experiencing it, and we love doing that. And this is just like one of the ways that we would have, like, I think me and you would thrive. I don't know, like if
we're so good at improv, like it doesn't even 100%. Matter.
I mean, but like, let's say, I mean, and not even improv. Like in these situations, like if you were Ronald and you were in all these situations, how would you go about this? Like, I
think I would have put 2 and 2 together at some point.
You think so?
Like, I feel like I would, man. Like, there's just so many crazy things that just like, how come this never happens?
I mean, did you know any of the actors right off the bat?
I knew one of them was from Parks and Rec.
You did know what's his name? Paul Kirk Fox, Pat McCurdy.
Can't remember his name, but he's the guy who said he had problems with his back, and it was C5,
C3 or something like that. And he's
and it's
pointing at
he's pointed to his lower back, but it's actually his neck.
Did you actually know that he was from Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Before anyone at the bachelor party said anything, though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. There was one guy. I didn't know that. I didn't know Ross Kubiak or Ross Kimball. They really made his name very similar, because he. What have I seen? I remember. What movie did I remember him from? He was in Masterminds.
I've never seen that.
You've seen Masterminds. Don't give me that. Don't give me that freaking.
I've never seen it, man.
If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. You would love that. Masterminds. I mean, right off the back is Zach Galifianakis, Owen Wilson's, and Kristen Wiig. Three
Oh, I
hilarious.
hate Owen Wilson.
Yeah, shut
Owen
your
Wilson
freaking
sucks.
mouth.
He
He
is
does
so bad.
not suck.
Yeah, he's so bad.
Shut your freaking. I don't even know. You would love this movie. You would freaking love this movie. Yeah.
Oh,
You need to watch it if you haven't seen it.
I have not seen it.
Matthew, oh my gosh.
I've never seen this. I'm telling you, I'm watching the trailer right now as we speak. I've never seen this.
Okay, you need to watch this. You need to. First off, I don't know how you haven't seen this. I swear I've told you so many times to watch this freaking movie, but you never listen to anything.
What was that one that you told me to watch that was super funny, or you said it was super funny, but it was super dumb?
I have no idea. Most of every movie I suggested.
Whoa! Hi.
Oh boy.
Are you a chef? Are you baking a cake?
Whoa! What a cutie! I gotta see if that comes in. She just comes in waving. Just comes in freaking waving.
Hey,
I gotta either go back and watch that because
what
that
are
is so
you doing?
adorable.
Stinky.
I get
Hey,
it either.
get
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. She's like, okay. Oh my word.
No, remember it was that weird show or movie, and it was like kind of bland. It was different. You showed it to me at that. No, it's got like weird colors and
weird colors.
Yeah,
Monty Python.
No,
weird.
I think you maybe had it on Voodoo, maybe.
I don't know about that. I'd have to get my phone. I don't have my phone on me. Weird colors? I have no idea.
Let me look at your Voodoo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You have my Voodoo. I give so many people my Voodoo.
Yeah, you've got all my Netflix and
no, I don't.
Else.
I don't have your Netflix. Well, I'm not using it.
You have an account on there, and you have my Disney Plus.
I do.
Yes,
I have
you
an
do.
Account on it.
Yeah,
dude, I didn't know that. Oh, dude, all these years, I could just end my Netflix, but Netflix is getting away from.
Oh my gosh, all of these movies on here are my movies that I gave you.
Well, you just haven't redeemed the digital copy. That's all you did.
Yeah, and then I gave it to you.
Yeah, basically, but you just didn't redeem them.
Oh, What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
That looks so stupid. It looks so dumb.
You just don't get comedy, dude. You just don't get freaking comedy. You freaking loved it. What?
Season 1?
Yeah.
It's a TV show?
There's a TV show, but there's a movie. It's all based off that.
Oh,
movie.
It's a 1 star. It's a 1 star. So
what is?
What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows is a 1 star? No way.
That's what it says on Voodoo. It's got less than a 1 stars.
Let's see what IMDb says. IMDb says 7.6. I don't know where you got 1 star. Probably because you gave it a 1 star.
I can't give it a 1 star here, dude.
You can give it as many stars as you want on Voodoo.
Yeah, but I don't have that ability.
If you have my Voodoo, then yes, you can.
No, I don't.
Yeah, if you have my Voodoo, you can. Let's see this.
Can we talk about how thorough this show was, by the way? Jury Duty. Can we just talk about how well planned this was? I mean, and the fact that he had no idea the entire time.
There had to be some kind of idea. There had to be something that was like, oh, you know what?
Like in the last episode, they talk about the planning. They talk about everything. And one day they had a COVID scare. And the COVID scare, they basically left Ronald in his hotel room by himself while every other cast member was gone to go rehearse for the next day. to go rehearse for the next day. Just imagine him just be like, "Man, this sucks. Everybody else is dealing with it." And then the next morning they're like, "Dude, oh man, yesterday sucked." And everybody's like, "Yeah,
using
yesterday sucked, man. I had a horrible time."
using COVID to their advantage is just the next level, right now.
Oh,
It's
it was so good.
next freaking level, dude.
It was hilarious. I had a question though. So at the end, they said that they posted something on Craigslist about an opportunity to be on a documentary, and that Ron was the one person picked out of 2,500 people. So
How
did
they
he
come to
sign
that
up?
though?
How did he come to that?
Sorry.
What?
I mean, sorry. Did he sign up? What?
I don't know. Did he fill out some info for the like a Craigslist thing? Because
Yeah.
that's what was confusing for me at the end.
Well, it was a doc. Like he just was. I'm assuming he just saw it cruising through Craigslist, and then they were saying like trying to do a documentary, and maybe Ronald was trying to maybe get started in maybe acting, maybe, or just wanted to see what the process was as a juror. But the thing is, though, they were like forced to, like they could force people to do it, and they were like as a civil person. So that's kind of
There's an article saying Ronald Gladden has been summoned for jury duty, but like for real this time. May 19th, 2023.
No way. That's a freaking lie.
I'm serious.
It's just an article. Just because it's an article,
oh my
doesn't
gosh,
mean
there's
it's
multiple
true.
articles about it. I know, but it's funny. It's funny to see. Entertainment Tonight, there's another one. San Diego Tribune, there's another one. Yahoo, there's another one.
I mean, what a way to transform your life too, from going from a nobody to just a somebody in basically overnight. I mean, geez Louise. That's got to be
I could totally see him getting into acting.
Well, no, I don't
At least
see
doing
that.
something.
No.
You don't think so?
Did you see him play as a character with James when they were practicing for that?
He's going to be a social media star.
That's going to be what he is. He's not going to be an actor. He's just going
totally
to be famous.
Did you hear his
No,
conviction?
he could not.
Did you hear his conviction?
Oh, my gosh.
No, Richard, you can't go.
No, Richard, you can't
Please
go.
don't do that.
Just no meaning, no oomph behind it. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh man, come on.
Or when James Marsden got the call about the audition, and the lady was like, what'd you say? You sounded real rough and raspy, and it sounded great. And Ronald's like, I told you, man. You sounded so good. Like, yeah, they said exactly the same thing you said.
They were planning on that.
They were planning on it. Or Noah and his girlfriend. And Noah hands over the phone, and Ron's like talking to his girlfriend. She's just like, no, we're done. And then she hangs up, and he's like, oh, I don't know what happened.
You're just playing it cool, like I don't know what happened. I don't want to tell you that your girlfriend broke up with you. I think the funniest too is when he finally.
So are we together still? I don't know. Maybe you should probably call her.
Probably call her back. See what
Did it sound like we were gonna be together? Probably not. Probably not.
I think the greatest part though was when he first met James Marsden and basically, oh man, X-Men? Just like so long ago. And then the judge calls up to like, hey, do you know this man? Yeah, like he's in X-Men or something. James gets mad at him for bringing up X-Men. You never start with X-Men. They're gonna
You
think
never
of
start with
or just like
You
the
never
way that
lead off with X-Men.
you never lead off with X-Men. Oh, it's great, dude. Oh, I love it. It's
Yeah, he was Cyclops.
yeah, I forgot. I mean,
about
he
that.
was in so many movies that I was like, oh yeah. You, the only one that I actually remember him was Star Trek. I was like, oh yeah, that's Star Trek guy, because that was like the
Yeah,
main
he was
role.
in Brokeback Mountain too.
No, he was
Yeah, he was. He was Jeff in Brokeback Mountain.
not. Yeah, you would know that.
Why'd you correct me?
I didn't.
You said no, he's not.
Yeah, because I know that freaking Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger are in it. Those are the
Jake
main guys.
Gyllenhaal, not Jake Gyllenhaal.
You would freaking you would freaking
Yeah,
know.
I would.
You would
know.
You
Jake
would
Gyllenhaal's
freaking
a
know.
fabulous actor.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
freaking Brokeback Mountain, your favorite movie.
exactly.
I can't believe. Oh gosh.
Oh baby.
Yeah, can't get any freaking better than that, guys. Yeah, so guys, this is a great series. Like I said, go check it out. It's really good. You'll get some good laughs, but on top of the laughs, there's some serious notes, especially at the end. They take it very serious and really like hone in on who Ronald is, because really this whole show is based around him as the character, and they want to basically, I mean, you get to know him and the character he has, and they set him up for success or to make choices, and he makes all the right ones. And man, he does it, and they basically say, "Hey, you're a great guy. Here's $150,000." Right? It was 150,000, 100K. And man, the man's life changed. But if there's no better, I guess, I don't know. Humanity is good, man. Humanity, in whatever the scenario are, whatever, because like in this scenario, there's people's done things to Ronald, and they made a decision to hurt him in some way, and he came back with kindness. And man, there's no better case for Christ. It's this, and it's a good thing to see that God is good, and in people there's a God character in all of us to be good and want to be good. And this whole thing was a huge testament to that. Well, Ronald, I think, is, as well as the people that made this, because they wanted to show the goodness of the hearts of people. And that's one of the things I also am like, just like, man, why Ronald? Why pick him, and how did you pick him out of so many people? Like how did, right? And because I mean, you also had to make sure, like, okay, hopefully he doesn't know these actors that we're choosing that are actually trying to be other people.
I mean, I'm pretty sure all the people were like no-name people. I don't think
I mean, except 3 at least were no names. I mean, Alan Barinholtz was a actor, but I know what's his name also. Actually, 4, Ishmael Sahid was I know what movie was he from. I know he was an actor. He was in some Disney movies. Knock at the Door, Money, H&R Block. The Block will get you paid. Oh yeah, H&R Block. That's what I freaking know. But yeah, he's been in a lot of movies too. So I'm just like, I probably, if it was me, first off, if it was me as Ronald in his shoes going through this whole scenario, man, I would love it. I would thrive off of this type of stuff. And I would love it and interact with it. And I mean, like Matthew said, we're kind of like the improv kind of guys. We feed off of each other and we're just going at it. But this whole scenario and everything, and things, one thing happened after another other thing, like Ronald was saying, man, I would thrive in it, and I would love it. And I would go with it. I really feel like I would just go with it because it's just like,
I probably would have tried to force. I probably would have tried to force Ron to pay the 2,000 or what's his name to pay the 2,000.
Ron,
just to see what Ron would do.
And Ron does
You made the bet, Ken. You made the bet. All right, you made the bet. You know the rules. We don't play this game for fun. We play this game for money.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, so Ken is an Asian guy in this TV series that is playing as an Asian guy who's basically from China or something like that, and he actually has a normal American accent, but in this he has an Asian accent, a Chinese accent, and it's hilarious because he talks about in the last episode about how he's relieved now that he doesn't have to do that accent.
Talk really slow.
They made up a game like there's no, like, it didn't make any sense. They just had like 3 sticks and they threw it on like these rings, and they're just making it up as he was going. Basically, that's what I'm assuming was happening. And they put money on it, and basically Ronald like won the game, and but like in doing so, in his winning, Ken had to pay Ronald like how much, like $2,000.
Yeah.
And Ronald's like, no, don't pay it. He's like, I have to. Oh, by the way, I was reading Axel, my son, the bedtime story last night, the Spider-Man. Matthew got him the Spider-Man comic, and in it was Doctor Strange and Wong. And for Wong, I did an Asian accent. Man, I suck at Asian accents. Like reading and try to keep up a Chinese. I can't even do it now. A Chinese accent. I do not. And then trying to keep that going is hard. That's hard. So it is a lot harder than I thought. I could do it for a little bit, but then after a while, it's like, am I switching this to like a British accent or something like that? I have no idea.
It's so funny.
But
we should give our ratings of it. It's definitely a 5 out of 5 for sure.
You gave it a 5 out of 5. Yeah, I really see no reason why this doesn't get a 5 out of 5. I mean, it is so well done, and they really had to think and put a lot of thought into this. And like, yeah, 5 out of 5. And I think this is the first time we've ever given something a 5 out of 5, both of us.
Guardians?
I think I gave it a 4.8.
I think I gave it a 5.
You gave it a 5, but then you took it back because of Adam Warlock.
So I think I gave it a 4.9 or something.
Yeah, or something like that. So you didn't give it a full 5 out of 5. And
highly
you said it was one of the best Marvel movies.
It is. It is one of the best Marvel movies ever.
One of the best now.
Yes, not the best. I never said it was the best.
You were saying that this week.
Never said that. I said
also, if you guys haven't played the game Fascists and Liberals, or Liberals and Fascists.
Secret Hitler.
Oh, that's what it's
Secret
called.
Hitler.
Secret Hitler. I thought it was Liberals and Fascists. For some reason, I've been telling people it's Liberals and Fascists.
You gotta play Liberals and Fascists, man. Liberals and Fascists.
So good. I love Liberals and Fascists. Guys, go play that game. We played that game on Saturday night into Sunday morning, and man, it was a ball. It was a blast. Having a good old time with my buddy and my bros, hanging out.
Mhm. The boys and the guy's dad.
The boys and the dad.
Mhm.
And we had a good time. That was a good time. And guys, let me just suggest this: get out there, go have some fun with your friends. If you're listening to this and you're like, man, it'd be fun to do that, go do it. This is just your wake up call to go hang out with your buddies, because you need that. You really do need some friendship. You do need that in your life. And I think that's in all of us. We're all looking for relationships, and we get that in different ways and different types of relationships. And each relationship gives you something and reveals a little bit of God's character. But I just going to encourage you to go out, hang out with some friends, have a good time, enjoy each other's presence, and just have a good time, because that's a good time. I don't know. I haven't had that in a while, and man, I'm gonna probably remember that and just think back on that for a while. So thank you,
Yeah, it
Matthew.
wasn't even like a crazy weekend.
No,
That's
it
the
wasn't
funny thing.
like we were doing anything bad or anything like that. It was
Literally just a calming,
right.
relaxing, fun, just
Exactly.
guy time.
It was just a guy time, and like Matthew and I, we're not crazy guys in no means at all. We we
Oh, we're
probably
crazy,
we're crazy in another way.
but we don't do like we're not like your typical old Johnnies over there. We don't
We're a couple
freaking
dads, that's for sure.
yeah. We're crazy dads.
Mm,
We don't drink like party drinking
party
or
drinking.
strip clubs or anything like that or you know,
We'll joke
going
about it, that's for
around.
sure.
We
Yeah,
we do joke about it, but we don't.
none of that, man. None of that. Woo! Get me all tired now, man.
Or if we never mind. Nope.
I can't believe you.
Oh man.
No, but guys, we are gonna be coming to the end here. We're hitting, well, if you were here in the pre-show, you had gotten a full hour and a half of content. Make sure you're here in the pre-show. We're here at 8 p.m., not a.m., 8 p.m. every Monday. Come join us, guys. Have a good time. Chat with us. Huge shout out to Little Draco for coming and chatting with us today. We'll also give you a shout out, 100%. If you come chat with us, because we love that, and that's what we need, because we love interacting with you guys. Not necessarily, we're looking for the view counts or the lights or subscriptions, although we do ask for that. It's not what we're wanting. We're just looking. We're just two dudes wanting to have a good time with each
Just
other.
having a good time.
Just having a good time, and we're happy there. But guys, also
we've gotten 3 reviews
we have
on our Apple Podcasts. We have 3 reviews. 3
no
5-star
way. Are
reviews.
you serious?
We have 3 5-star reviews.
Give it to me. I haven't even heard.
I can't look at them for some reason because it's your account, I think.
Gosh, I gotta check this out, because that's ridiculous. If we have gotten those, and I haven't even shouted anybody out for that, because that's one of the things that, if it's a podcast, though, I feel like you should be able to hear those. I feel like I'm talking way too loud. If it's a podcast,
You're talking way too loud, and that's okay.
I'm trying to think of the thing here. What is it?
If you just go to Google and type in podcasts,
If I type in what?
Apple Podcasts.
Oh,
and then the
gosh.
Goof and Goober show.
All right, here we go. and then type in
The Goof and Goober Show.
Let's see. Here we go. Sign in. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh. I got two-step authentication. Okay. Here we go. Hello. I forgot I have my phone on me actually. All right, let's see here. Ratings and review. We've gotten 5. The suspense, thanks. Yeah. They just gave us 5 stars. I think they didn't actually write anything. But 3 ratings? Thank you guys. I didn't even know that. You don't even I guess I'm a Spotify guy. Are you a Spotify guy, Matt?
Nope. Not really.
What are you? You're
Apple.
You're an Apple podcast. Thanks for that's how I know that you don't listen to our podcast actually.
Why?
Because you didn't even know about that we got 3 reviews until just
because
now.
What you have to do is scroll all the way to the bottom to see the reviews.
Yeah.
That's literally what you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just look at the show.
All right. Okay.
What are you doing?
Mm-hmm. You see, I haven't even
5 stars.
I haven't even put in a review. So that's like other people.
Yeah. You little Drago knows that they show
sure.
right at the top.
Yeah.
Right at the freaking top.
Yeah. No, they don't.
Yeah, that's what you little Draco said. Right on the Spotify.
I don't have Spotify, so.
Yeah, well, if you guys haven't, go check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcast. I think we're on Google Music or whatever, the Google Podcast. We're on YouTube. We go live on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube every Monday, 8 p.m. And we're just a bunch of guys having a good time. Also, fun fact, I have my son for the rest of the summer, and I am pumped for that. I am so happy that I have him, and he's here watching some Pokemon while I do this, and he was doing a little bit of the virtual reality. And anyways, but guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. Thanks for showing up and leaving us 3 5-star reviews. Keep it up. Let's keep that up. I had no idea. And
just look at that later. I just sent that to you.
Oh gosh, you're sending me things.
I was just looking. Sorry.
It's the worst.
I know. You're just so bad at navigating. I'm so sorry. Handle the situation.
Guys, we're a huge milestone this week, though, as we hit 20 episodes. And lots to come in the next few weeks as we embark on a new adventure with Goof and Goober. And we will keep you guys updated. You guys can get updated by us throughout the week by following us on Instagram, the Goof and Goober Show on Insta, and our content creator or our social media manager that we have will be hopefully sharing stuff, and she'll be back hopefully this week after some things. She's just been she had a child. Maternity leave. That's what I'm thinking about.
Maternity leave. So hopefully you guys will be back on social, being more up to date with that. Make sure you like and follow us on all our social platforms so you get all the cool updates. But yep, that will do for the show, episode 20. Thank you guys for listening. We love you. You're fantastic. And we'll see you next week. Peace. Peace out, ladies
and gentlemen.
Thanks
for listening to the Double G Show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Goof and Goober Show. And why don't you check out our Instagram page at The Goof and Goober Show for even more content and drop a follow. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day.